Well, hi, my name is Jamie Hart. I'm the senior pastor and church planner of the Harvest Bible Chapel in Fort Wayne, Indiana. What I want to take a moment and talk to you about is how to take something from the Gantt chart list, the task list that I've given you, and bring that into just regular everyday to-do. So how do I take this, which is the launch plan, given this to every church planner at the training center, or you can download it on this website. Down below, there's a PDF and an Excel version you can download. But how do I take it from this big list into an actual daily to-do list to be sure everything gets accomplished? So I'm going to give you that in kind of 3 steps. Here they are. Number 1, get the overview. Number 2, look month to month. And then number 3, look week to week. So again, overview, month to month, and then week to week. So let me show you the list a little bit and kind of show you how this can work in your world. Put a lot of thought and prayer into this, and I hope it's a help to you. There's just a lot of tasks to accomplish when you begin talking about launching a church. And I'm prayerfully, hopefully, giving you something that will benefit you and help get those things accomplished better. So basically what you're seeing here on the screen is the Gantt chart to-do list, the task list. And what I've tried to do is break it into months and then into sub-projects I'm calling task groups. There's a lot of little projects along the way. Church location, finding an office space, finding worship facility, getting all the equipment that you need, building the core team, training the children's ministry people. You get the idea, a lot of tasks. And so I've tried to make it easy for you by putting it month to month and then in the task group and then the actual tasks that need to be accomplished in each individual area. So step number 1, again, was getting the overview. And what I would encourage you to do is to read through the entire document. And I know it's a lot. It might take you a little bit of time, but I think it'll be worth getting the big picture as to what all has to be accomplished. The reality is there is no cookie cutter, and though this should help most Harvest churches launch, it won't be exact for everybody. So you have to look and see, what do we need? What areas are going to help us to get our church launched? And that'll give you a good overview. After you've done the overview, now each month you're going to come in and look over each month. So this is January or month 1, and you're going to sit down at your desk and you're going to read through the projects and the tasks of month 1. So you kind of know where you're headed in the big picture. And now it's month 1. Read through these tasks and look especially at the task durations. I've estimated them for you, and you'll see some of them are 1 to 2 weeks. Some of them are just 1 day. Basically, a lot of these can overlap. So if you're in the project management world, they have a start-to-start relationship. So this could start at the same time, this could start. You can do these, a lot of them simultaneously, but it is good to have an idea of what needs to be accomplished when should I start these projects. So January 1 or the first month of your project, your church launch, and sit down and say, okay, purchasing the demographic study, it may take a week or 2 to get in. So I better start at the first part of the month to order that demographic study so I can have it in my hands to get on to the other steps. So you get the idea. That's how this is going to work. And then each week you're going to come in. So again, overview, month to month, and now week to week. So each week you're going to come in and be sure that you're staying on each task. And you're going to keep doing that all the way through the launch project. So keep the overview in mind. Each month, begin looking month to month to be sure that you are ahead. I would start in the middle of the previous month or the next month to get an idea of where we're headed. And then each week, sit down and actually plan the tasks. Now, if you use Outlook, great. If you use Apple Reminders, great. Just type your tasks in appropriately. Or if you just do pen and paper, then operate that way. I would encourage you to use a tool that is available like Asana. Now, there are lots out there. Basecamp is a tool. Trello is a tool. And I have instructional videos for those down below if you want to just get an overview of how they can be used. But I'm going to talk specifically about how to use a tool called Asana. Asana is a collaborative cloud-based task management system, and I think it's going to be the most effective way to help you get launched. Here's the deal. You can invite other people to join in with you, and you can assign tasks to other people. You can make comments. You can add files, and every time something gets done, the task owner and all those who are following the task get an email telling them what exactly is going to be accomplished. So I'm going to flip over here to Asana. I have a simple account that I've started just for training purposes to show you how to use it. And this is Asana. On the left-hand side, you see just a navigation pane, and the more we add to that, projects or whatever, you're going to see them there. In the middle section is the task list. All my to-dos are going to be listed there. On the right-hand side are the task details. Now, you may not see this at this point. It may look like this, and I'll show you how to bring that task details pane up in just a moment. So here's what we're going to do. This is a January. I've read through the entire document. I kind of know where we're headed, big picture. I've looked through January. I kind of see the different things I'm trying to get accomplished. And now I'm going to begin to plan task by task. I'm going to look here, and my first little project that I'm going to work on is my church location project. And the idea behind this is I need to specifically decide what area of the city that I'm going to launch my church in. And so there's several steps I need to take to do that. Step number one is to get a demographic study. Now, if you are using Church Tech as a tool, a group to use, they will actually help you with this. So here in Asana, the first thing I want to do is add people to my team so they can help me get my task accomplished. It's very easy to do that. All I have to do is click right here on this button and then type in the email address of the person I want to add and then click invite. Click invite, that person will receive an email with a link on it. They click that link, they quickly make a password, and then now they're able to get in and to see any to-do to them. It doesn't matter what their email address is, as long as they have internet access, they can get in here. I've added myself twice with 2 different accounts, how to use multiple people. So we've added some people. Let's go ahead and add a project here. I'm going to hit this plus symbol to create a new project. And then now up here, I can type in that project name. So I'm going to call this church location. This being the part of the city that I'm going to launch in. So I'm just going to call it that. I can add members to my project here by just typing in their name. Once they have become a part of the project, I can add them in there. And now I have various members as a part of this project. And then I'm going to go ahead and begin to add my tasks in. So as you saw in the actual list, my first task was to purchase a demographic study. So I'm going to go ahead in here and type that in, purchase demographic study. Now, once I have a task typed in, on the right-hand side, I have a details pane. I'm going to go ahead and click that details pane, and then I just leave this up. This is exactly how my Asana looks, and I have this open all the time to be able to find the real power behind the task management, because here it is. I can assign who's going to do that task, and I can assign a due date to when that task needs to be accomplished. And let's just say instead of October, this is my first month. And I noticed that in my list, it might take a couple of weeks for me to get this. So I'm going to order it today, but I'm going to give myself to the end of next week to get that in and accomplished. So there I have my task. I have a due date with it. Now I'm going to set up followers, and I'm going to come down here and click on this followers button. And anybody I want to be a follower of this task, I simply type their name in, click it here. Once they've been added to my team over here, they'll show up as soon as I type their name in. And now every time this task is created, a comment gets added to it, a file gets added or whatever, they're going to receive an email letting them know the task has been updated. So there is my task. So there's more you can do. You can put subtasks if there are more tasks underneath this. You could add tags for easier searching. You can add files, and that's going to come in really handy later on when we begin to document findings of the worship location, etc. I can put those files right in here. I can like it. This is kind of like Facebook liking. If you got more people like it, that'll, I don't know, do something. We never use that, but it's there. Here's where I delete, make a copy, print the task, can merge 2 tasks that I accidentally were added that were exactly the same, but you get the idea. So lots you can do there with that, and that's adding tasks. And now what I'm going to do then is go to my PDF, find my next task, research demographics and document findings. So go back over now to my Asana, and I'm just going to click here, press enter on my keyboard, and add the next task, research demographic and document findings. I'm going to assign that task to whoever I want to get that accomplished. And since I have that as, again, 1 to 2 weeks, I may just give myself a little bit of time to get that accomplished, maybe a week out of that. And there you have it. Now, once I do document the findings, I create a Word file or whatever, kind of document looks really sharp. A new mall is being planted there. A lot of our people are from this area, whatever. And attach that document right there by clicking the attachment from the computer, from Dropbox, from Google Drive. You get the idea, lots of different ways of attaching. And I'm just going to keep adding in my tasks. Then once I've added all those tasks in, I can go to my next project, administration, to here and add that new project, begin adding tasks to that, and just keep this thing. And having a list of different tasks and all their projects. Now, I'm going to just flip over to my actual Asana account. This is the one I actually use day in and day out. And you can see here are all, to kind of show you, begin to fill this up. I have various teams because I've used my Google Plus. That's enabled me organizational settings, which gives me teams to use. So you see, I have an assimilation team and a worship team, and we're doing a marriage conference team. Then I have various projects that I have master list. And you notice when I'm in the list view, I can determine if I want to get those tasks done today, if I want to have them upcoming, if I want to mark them as list. So even like some of these, they're past due. I need to fix that right away. I have certain due dates. Can have when they're going to get accomplished. I'm not going to be able to get to this later, but if I come in for the list of all of my tasks here, and I can say today, I can get this done today. I'm going to have to leave those for later. Different due. They can be done today. It also tells you the project with right here. And as you saw on some of these, I actually have notes being taken. These tasks get this thing done well. And so other people have come. An example, here's a project we're currently working on, getting lots of different coffee in our church, coffee price. So now here's all the notes we've taken, all the comments we've taken, all right here at Asana, very easy to see and to. Now let me talk about the different views since I have it here in front of me. I just showed view, which is the My Priority view. And here again, I can set it for today, upcoming, or later. I can also click and drag to determine when I want to do certain tasks. That's really handy. So that's a great view. I can also see my tasks by projects and the different tasks that I have there. I can also see tasks by due date. So now they are in a list of when they are due. And I also have this really handy calendar view. My tasks seen by calendar and when they are due. So this is just a really great way to manage my to-dos. Pretty simple, nothing too fancy about that, but it's free, and that's really the benefit of it. It doesn't cost you a thing to be able to use this and add team members to it, and a very handy way of getting. So again, what I'm going to do is every Monday, or beginning of every month, I should say, every Monday, I'm going to sit down and plan out when they're going to be, and then just run through this and get them all done. And that should help you a lot in getting it from the Gantt chart list into a to-do list. Keep in mind the relationships. Some of these tasks have to be accomplished before others are accomplished, and I've tried to make that as plain as I can in that list. I think that putting them in a system like this will help you. Now, along the way, if you have questions, you can always email me at pastor@harvestfortwayne.org or give me a call, 574-575-0656, and I'd love to help you further in getting your church launched. But in the meantime, God bless, and we'll be praying for you.